Jackson, and I'm live. And I'm here to do original songs. As you can see from my screen, it says at the top of the screen, Seth Hillary Jackson, singer-songwriter. So I'm going to sing original songs that I wrote. And I will chat with you also and tell stories about the songs and have generally a fun time. And while I'm waiting for people to show up, I am going to do my latest single. But first, a little about this song. This is actually the very first song I ever wrote. And I wrote it in 1983 when I was a student studying for my MBA at the Wharton School, which my heart was totally not in it. But it was time for everybody to be seeking employment. And like every conversation, how's your job search going? So, I wanted to write songs for years, but I didn't think I knew how. But then I was talking to my brother who used to write songs, and I said, I wish I could write songs. And he said, well, just write one. Like, okay, I guess I'll just do that. I don't know what I'm doing. So I picked out 3 chords and an old standard rock beat. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna write about the job search. And here's what I came up with. Oh, and I actually recorded this song after I wrote it in the studio, and I recently came across this recording. So that's what I released as my latest single, although I did have to edit the words a little bit to update it, because there are a few things that were out of date in the lyric. So there are a few minor changes, but this is the first song I ever wrote. I packed my bags and I went off to school. It cost a lot of money, but I am no fool, 'cause everybody knows that you need an education to find a good career and wealth accumulation. Now I'm graduating and I'm looking for work. Nobody wants to hire me, I feel like a jerk. I'm looking and I'm searching, all I get is bad news. I'll tell you what it is, I got the job search blues. I show up for the interview, I walk up to the desk, give my name, receptionist types in and says, the boss will be here shortly. I'm doing good. Make yourself at home, relax and have a seat while I call him on the phone. Instead I'm getting nervous, the tension it's a mountain. My palms are getting sweaty and my pulse rate it's a counting. I'm looking for rewards, but I'm paying my dues. I'm headed for another round of job search blues. A man comes down the hall, he shakes my hand. I hope he likes my grip, I hope he likes the way I stand. We go up to his office, I sit down in a chair, answer a few questions, then he gives me a stare. He says, I'm sorry, but you're not the one we're looking for. It's been nice meeting you, let me show you to the door. I don't know what went wrong, I'm still looking for clues. There's just no escaping from the job search blues. I get back home, there's a letter from me. The envelope said that it's from the company I spoke to last week, and I thought I had a chance, so I opened it up. It said, Dear applicant, we enjoyed meeting you. Thanks for taking the time to come here and see us. We think that you're fine. It's just that, well, you see, there's a lot of competition, and we've hired someone else to fill the position. I fold the letter up, I add it to the pile with all the other dings I've been saving all the while. I think about my friends who were making 50 grand, but I'm sitting here without an offer in hand. I guess I should be busy looking through recruiting sites to find some more positions to which I can apply. But something deep inside me says I won't be amused. I expect another dose of the job search blues. Hey, Pizza Rat. Hi. Oh, I can't say those words. I can't say your name because it's not family friendly. Thank you so much, Braden, for the host. But your username ends with number 24 or 124. ST124, I'll call you. Thank you, Hunter. So if you're enjoying this, please share the live and invite more friends. Thank you, Hunter, for the follow. Oh, thank you for the heart, number 222. Do you know there used to be a TV show, Room 222? Oh, thank you, Liv. Thank you. Thank you, Smile. Smiley face. Sideways, smiley face. You know, before there were emojis, I guess maybe you know this. You know, I was on the internet a long time before it was even a thing, you know. I was working for a computer company, so I was actually on the internet in the 80s. And that's how they used to do a smiley face. There was like a colon and then a dash. Actually, well, you could do it without the dash, but a colon, a dash, and a parenthesis. That was a smiling face turned sideways. And that's the best we had. Oh, you know, when I was a kid, I loved both of those bands, but the Beatles. I mean, I was a Beatles, like, just fanatic. I get fanatic about bands, you know. I was totally in love with the Beatles. And then in 1973, I went to a Grateful Dead concert, and I was hooked, and I listened to the Grateful Dead constantly. You know, I've been listening to them for 50 years. I listen to them almost every day. So, but yeah, when I was a kid, we used to sit by the radio and wait for the Beatles. Like every hour at least, they'd play one Beatles song. We'd sit there. Not that I didn't love the other. I mean, there were so many great bands back then, like the Beach Boys, the Supremes. I used to love the Supremes, and the Dave Clark Five, and Herman's Hermits, and Simon and Garfunkel, and well, you like the Grateful Dead? You know, I did not like the Stones. Funny thing is, you know, I love the Beatles so much, and then they were, oh, thank you so much for the like at NRG, Electricity. Then I started hearing, there's this band called the Rolling Stones that are better than the Beatles. And then I heard the Beatles when they did their debut on Ed Sullivan, and it blew me away. It was like nothing I'd ever seen. And then I saw the Rolling Stones shortly afterwards. They did their debut on Ed Sullivan, and I didn't like them, especially people said they were better than the Beatles. But eventually, I mean, now thinking back, they had so many great songs. I mean, now I love the Stones, but it took me a while to like them. And of course, there's nothing better than the Grateful Dead doing a Stones cover. Well, there are better things than that. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my stories. You know, it takes a long time the stories are like 3 minutes long, but a lot of times, I tell a story and then I have to edit the tape, you know, because I stumble over words or I have to stop and think, and sometimes it takes me an hour to edit those 3-minute stories, so that's why I don't post them like every day. But, so yeah. You ever heard the Grateful Dead do a cover of Satisfaction, the Stones song? They do a pretty good cover of that song, actually. So let's see. Oh, you're okay. Sure, get your headphones. Definitely get your headphones. What are you eating? Yeah, you know, you can hear almost every Dead. Well, the early days they don't have there are a lot of shows that aren't available, but pretty much starting in like the late 60s, almost every Grateful Dead show was recorded either by the band themselves or by somebody in the audience with a tape player, and you can hear them. Thank you, Sam. And you can hear these recordings like on there's a website called archive.org, and they have a Grateful Dead archive, and there's like thousands and thousands of hours of Grateful Dead live recordings. And they started doing Satisfaction kind of later on in their career. I forget what year. Oh, I guess they were doing it in 85. I guess they started it in 85. So if you want to hear it, you got to listen to a Dead show that's at least 85 or later. And you know, they did different songs every night, so you have to go through a bunch of shows maybe to find one with Satisfaction. So, okay. Now I got to figure out what song to do next. Anybody, I haven't done this song in a while, so I'm thinking, this is a song on my debut album. Did anybody ever struggle with anxiety? Because I do. And one of the things I do when I have these problems, you know, I've struggled with, I know I look so happy on these lives, and I am happy. I'm happy when I'm with you all and we're having fun like this. But, you know, when I'm on my own, sometimes I get depressed and I get anxiety, and I write songs about them. And hopefully, you know, they make me feel better, and hopefully other people who go through similar things can hear the song and relate. So here's one of those. My brain says, let's go. My body says, oh my God. There's a flood and an earthquake from my head to my heart. It's beating faster, impending disaster. I'm shaking all over, my feet getting colder. I wanna run away, run away. 'Cause fear is a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me, big fangs but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. Another deep breath still doesn't turn off my mind. But despite all the panic, my life's not on the line. Just keep breathing, keep on believing, gonna get through it, just gotta do it. Start with just a step, just a step. 'Cause fear is a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me, big fangs but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. I'll get it all together if I can just remember. Fear is a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me, big fangs but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. There's really nothing here, just fear. Thank you. Thank you, KT. Thank you, Avery, for the like. And please share the live if you're enjoying this. Oh, thanks for the share, KT. I appreciate it. Okay, oh, that. I gotta rest. That took a lot. You know, let's see. Now that I'm on my album, oh, I should do this song. A lot of people like this song. I don't know if I should say this. You know, it's almost like a brag. It's a flex. Oh, thank you for all the shares, Avery. Thank you. This is like, it's a flex, but at the same time, it's the opposite. But I wrote this song. I got a chance to write with a guy who had like 9 #1 country hits. So I can, you know, name drop this writer's name, but then if I do that, people will think, well, no wonder it's a good song. That guy, he wrote it. It wasn't you, it was him. But it was my idea. And you know, we both contributed to the song. shine, that's just what you do. Such a wonder to behold. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. I want to hold you all my life. Gaze into those two glittering eyes. See the beauty in your soul. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're precious, you're a treasure. They say diamonds are forever. That ain't near enough time together for my heart. Your love to me is priceless, it's flawless and it's timeless, like a ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. When 10,000 years have passed, this love of ours is always gonna last. Still burning bright when the sun's gone cold. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're precious, you're a treasure. They say diamonds are forever. That ain't near enough time together for my heart. Your love to me is priceless, it's flawless and it's timeless, like a ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. Your love to me is priceless, it's flawless and it's timeless, like this ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're a diamond, let me be your band of gold. It's called You're a Diamond. Oh, yeah, thank you. Me, my dogs, and I. I'm, it's even more sad for me. I wish more people would just stop and listen, because that's what I'm here for. Thank you, Averill, and thank you, KT. Averill? Oh, Avery. With my eyes are a little blurry, and the screen's a little far away. So, oh, thank you, Mimsy. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Sam. I totally appreciate the gifts, everybody. Oh, thank you, Sam, so much. I don't know what that's a picture of. I can't tell what it is, but I like it. I love it. Oh, thank you, Cool Dog. I love when you send me gifts like that. It makes me feel so appreciated. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I have another screen. See, wait a second. There's another screen I need to be looking at, because I have, okay, here we go. All right, well, there are no messages on that screen. There are 3 screens where I can get messages from different places, so I should be looking at all screens, but you never know. Oh, well, I'm glad we're all in agreement. Agreement is good sometimes. Sometimes it's not good, but sometimes it is good. So how's everybody doing tonight? Do you know, I was actually, Sam, I was actually named after, my grandfather's name was Sam. So my father, their idea of naming somebody after somebody was to use the same first letter. So that's why they named me Seth, because I was named after my grandfather, Sam. Oh, piano lesson. Awesome. How's your piano playing going? Oh, small world, huh? What kind of music you're playing on the piano? Oh, thank you, Sam. Okay, well, you know, what should I do? Oh, you know what? I have a song coming out. Oh, you do? You sing to say, you know, I don't listen to Taylor Swift that often, but I do listen to her sometimes. And you know, I used to write country songs. I was writing country, and then I started writing pop songs. But I was, you know, going to Nashville, and I was trying to get songs recorded by, you know, famous country artists. So I was paying a lot of attention to country radio. And when Taylor Swift came out, you know, she came out as a country artist, and they were all making a big deal about her. And she had this, her first single was called Tim McGraw, and everybody was talking about it. And I heard it, and I'm like, I don't see what the big deal is. Then she had another one called Teardrops on My Guitar, and I don't know, I heard that one once, and I don't know, I didn't remember it. And then, I think it was her third single, was a ballad called Begin Again. You know that song? And I listened to that, and that's when I realized, wow, she's really great, when that song came out. And then, you know, that is such a great, I couldn't believe how good that song was. It just really got me, like the emotion. It was so authentic and just real, you know, and it's like, that's what's so good. And then she had that one, We Are Never, Ever, Ever Getting Back Together. And I know a lot of songwriters hated that song. But I just thought that was one of the most brilliant commercial songs I have ever heard. It was just so, it's like, okay, this song was not written for me as a 50-year-old man at the time. This song was not intended to be sung to me. This is intended to be sung to high school kids. And it is exactly what a high school girl would say. It was like, this is a real high school kid talking, you know? So I was just so impressed with her ability to just capture being real, you know? And plus her melodies are great, you know, and her lyrics are, she's just great. I mean, yeah, you know, and I mean, that's why she has such dedicated followers, because her songs are just so, like, they just feel so authentic. And she just writes great melodies, you know, she's got everything. She's a really, you know, I mean, she doesn't have the greatest singing voice in history, but she has exactly the right voice to convey her songs, you know. So, yeah, I don't begrudge her success at all. She earned every bit of it, you know. And I did listen to her latest album just to check it out, and you know, there was that one about the snow on the beach or something. God, that was just the way she says that is. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say the F word on the live. I don't want to be restricted. But she used that in the song, and it was just perfect, you know. Oh, thank you. I'm being compared to Taylor Swift. That's like a totally great compliment. But, you know, I have a song coming out on Friday. And so I might want to just do that one. So you can get a preview. And it's going to be released on Friday. It'll be on my website. It'll be on Spotify. Oh, you know what? I have not made a video for this song. I probably should at least make a lyric video, right? But this song, I really like this song. I mean, you know, I guess a lot of songwriters, you know, my favorite song is the last one I wrote, but I really like this one. It's really different from, like, I think anything else I've ever written. Because, you know, I was writing pop and country songs and even rock songs, and especially in pop and country, they tell you, if you're studying the craft, one of the first things you learn is to write conversational, and Taylor Swift is like amazing at that, which means, write something, it should sound like something somebody would actually say in a conversation. They say, song lyrics are not poetry, so they shouldn't be poetic, they should be conversational. But the new song, what's the name of the new song? I usually hate to say the title before I play the song, because if I wrote it well, you should be able to tell the title from hearing the song. But this song is called A Rembrandt Star. And it is more poetic than most of the songs I write, and I really like it. And for me, it works. And it's fun to sing. And the reason I wrote this song, many years ago, I went to Europe, and I did a tour, and I went to all the famous museums, and I saw all the great artists. And the one artist that just like blew me away more than any other was Rembrandt. And especially he had a couple of paintings, like the Watchman. There were like 3 of these paintings. One was the Watchman, that's probably the most famous one, and then there were 2 others, like all in this room together. And he had a thing that he did with light. So he had these dark rooms, and there'd be a light, piercing the dark, and it came alive like it was electrified. So I was just picturing this couple sitting under the stars, and the star was shining like a Rembrandt painting. And it was twinkling in her eye, and he was looking at her and just being so in love. So here's the song. All the greatest paintings ever made would pale next to your angel face. Your heaven's greatest work of art, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. A night sky brushed with a silvery glow. You and me on a blanket below. I marvel at how beautiful you are, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. If I never see the moon again, if tomorrow never comes, I'll be fulfilled, I'll be content, 'cause you've taught me what it means to love. I'm the happiest man in all of creation. These moments with you are a revelation. As I look through the window to your heart, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. The morning's gonna come again, the sun is gonna rise, this picture-perfect night will end, but this love of ours will never die. Thank you. I'm the happiest man in all of creation. Oops, I sang that already. I take your hand and I kiss your lips. Your very presence is a gift. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. Thank you. I'm so glad you like this, Cool Dog and Sam. I totally appreciate that. Yeah, I really like that song, Now, the funny thing is, I haven't been writing that many songs lately. I really hate it if I write a song and it turns out bad, and that might be one of the reasons I did not get a publishing deal. I came close several times. It's called A Rembrandt Star. Thank you, HP. But, you know, the pro writers, they will always tell you, you just keep writing. Just write as many songs as you can. Write bad songs. It doesn't matter. You know, it's good if you write bad songs, because you write bad songs and you just move on to the next one and you just keep writing, and you write enough songs, like some of them will be bad and then some of them will be great. Well, I have a hard time doing that, because I don't even want to start a song unless I have an idea that I really want to, you know, that I think is worth, you know, putting the effort in. And if I have an idea that I like, I don't want to give up on it until I got it right. So sometimes it takes me weeks, sometimes months to finish a song. That one took probably not that long, actually. Well, I wrote the words, and then I had to, you know, it took me a while to figure out what to do with the music. But I got this one just the other day. I just had this idea, and I got this song, and I'm already working on recording it. And I don't know what to do with it, because I have a song coming out Friday, and I already want to put this new one out. And any record label will probably tell you not to do that. Oh, thank you, Bryson. Thank you. Yeah, this new one I really like this new one. And I don't know, I feel like I should maybe not play it yet until at least it's recorded. And then I'll have the new song and a Rembrandt Star both out at the same time. I don't know. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll be good to have two songs out at the same time. The new one is totally different from that also. It's a, I guess you'd call it it's not really directly a political song, but it's kind of a political song. But I do like to write political songs. In fact, since I mentioned it, I should play one, right? I don't know, you know, if I do a political song, I risk losing half of my followers. I know, I guess Taylor Swift did endorse Joe Biden, and she didn't lose half of her followers, right? So if I told you that I'm endorsing Kamala, I hope I won't lose half my followers. But since I told you that, since I divulged that, I might as well play this song here. Because, you know, yeah. So, you know, the other guy has been using this slogan, "Make America Great Again." And the funny thing is, I think, like, every American wants to make America great. Don't we? I mean, no matter what party you are, we all want to make America great. It's just that, you know, there's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. So I wrote this song about what I think is the right way to do it. And I haven't played this in a while, so I hope I don't screw it up too bad. Now, how do I start it? I forgot how I start the song. Well, I'll just fake it. Oh, it's in the key of C, that's right. Oh, thanks. All the angry words and crossing swords, where politics is like a sport. The red team and the blue, we all pick a side. The goal is just to make the other team cry. You know, own the libs. But we're not just some elephants and donkeys. We need to come together for our country. One great nation, that's our foundation. 50 states united, we all lose if we're divided. This common ground we live on is what we've got to build on. That's how we make America great. We don't need to agree on all that much. Just this land we love belongs to all of us. No talk of spilling blood, no seizing control. Here we settle things at the polls. We wave our flags and sing our songs of freedom. It's time we start to act like we believe them. One great nation, that's our foundation. 50 states united, we all lose if we're divided. This common ground we live on is what we've got to build on. That's how we make America great. The haters on TV keep on talking louder. They're separating you and me just for their own power. So let's ignore them. We can't afford them. 'Cause one great nation, that's our foundation. 50 states united, we all lose if we're divided. This common ground we live on is what we've got to build on. That's how we make America great. This common ground we live on is what we've got to build on. That's how we make America great. That's how we make America great. Richard, how are you? So I hope I didn't lose half my audience with that one, but sometimes just got to play those political songs, you know? Oh, thank you. Hey, hey. Can I play Wonderwall? I don't know Wonderwall. The jumpsuit. The jumpsuit? You mean the jump shot? Did you mean the jump shot? Thank you, KT. Thank you, TS Teak. I don't know. Oh God, I can't play that. You know, I don't know it that well. So even if I were to look up the chords, I don't know if I have the melody in my head well enough. But anyway, I'm here to do like original songs. I mean, if I guess I could be convinced into doing a cover, but I have to know it well enough to, you know, be able to find the chords and look up the chords and be able to play it. But I can do Grateful Dead cover. I have a couple of Grateful Dead covers I can do. Follow the Money. Oh yes, I got a request. I would love to do Follow the Money, which is another political song. This one is not as blatantly partisan. Well, that one's not really partisan either. It's just, you know, that's how you make America great. So it's sort of a, in that sense, partisan, but I mean, it's really a song about uniting. You know, this division in the country is not good. And, you know, everybody hates each other. And, you know, the people are just like, they're doing things just to hurt the other side. And that's kind of like, what's that all about? That's just absurd, you know? Turn on the news, there's endless raging and whining about groomers, elites, and radical thugs coming after us. Somebody's trying real hard to keep us divided, as the haters keep searching for things to make sound scandalous. It's easy to get swept up in this culture war, till you see who the outrage machine is really working for. There's a trail to the boss's door. Follow follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are also power hungry. Who pulls the levers? As ever, follow the money. Owners of private jets get richer and richer, while the fountain of fear's favorite party cuts their taxes. Their 5 men in robes made it legal to bribe politicians. 'Cause that's really all a super PAC is. It's pay to play like their corporate donors want it. You and me take a back seat to their profits. Follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are also power hungry. Who pulls the levers? As ever, follow the money. They know voters would kick them to the curb if we were watching what they do. So they get us mad and they keep us scared, 'cause they sure don't want us to follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are also power hungry. Who pulls the levers? As ever, follow the money. Who pulls the levers? Go get her. Follow the money. So I don't know if it's obvious what that song is really about, but you know, I actually tried to write this song twice, and the first one turned into something else, and I ended up with One Great Nation. But you know, I've noticed on both sides, you know, accuse the other side of certain things, like they're lying, they're doing this, they're doing that, and it's like, if I didn't know who was, sometimes I even wonder, wait, how do I know them? You know, I'm saying they're lying, and they're saying I'm lying. So how do I know they're not right and I'm wrong? And it took me, I had to really go through like a lot of fact checking to figure out, no, I'm pretty sure that they're basically lying. So I thought, well, I wanted to write a song about that, but it's like, you can't write a song about fact checking. I mean, I couldn't. Maybe there's a way to write a song. Oh, thank you, Jay Dizzle. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Allie, for sharing the live. And I encourage everybody to share the live. Oh, thanks, Zach. I didn't even notice you shared the live. But it's like I can't write a song about fact checking. That's like, I don't know how to do that. I mean, I thought about it, but I couldn't figure out. So how do you know which side is right? Well, follow the money. And you know, like you turn on like this, you know, Fox News, and they're always just making you outraged about stuff. It's like constant outrage all the time. And then like, who are they promoting? The party they're promoting is constantly cutting taxes for rich people and putting people on the Supreme Court that's making it like unlimited money in politics and legalizing bribery. And it's like, that's why they're doing all that. So that's what that song is about. Okay, good luck, scrambled egg. So, I don't know, that's kind of my lecture on politics for the day. I don't know, I should probably like end this soon anyway, because you know, I have chronic fatigue, and I've actually, this is 2 days in a row that I'm doing live, and that may not be good for my health, because you know, there's this post-exertional malaise that if I overdo it, it could just make things worse. And I don't know I've overdone it until like the next day. So, God, this is so much fun. I want to keep playing songs, but I'm afraid I'm just going to, injure my health. If I really think about it. As tempted as I am to keep playing, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, wait. Wait, there's a little thing I can put on my screen. Wait, Okay, see, I have the ending soon screen. I always forget to use that. Oh, and I'm glad you liked the live. Oh, thank you, Scotty. Yeah, we each gotta take care of our health. There's nothing more important than our health, right? Thank you, Scotty. So as much as I would love to do more, and I will come back as soon as I can and do another live, because this is really fun. And thank you, Sam, for being here. Thank you all for being here. I really, really appreciate you being here. It's what makes it all worth doing, the fact that you're here. And if you're enjoying my music, that makes my day. That's what it's all about. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Where's the right button? Oh no, that's the wrong button. I don't see the button. Oh, I have to, okay, now I see it. All right. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. I'm Seth Hillary Jackson. Oh, by the way, don't forget to go to my website, SethHillaryJackson.com. Check me out on Spotify.